Hey guys, it's Evan the Legend again, and today we're going to discuss the recent announcement regarding Halo and where the game is heading in regards to the announcement that was made in the last couple of days. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Halo fan. It's honestly the game that really got me into gaming when I was younger. I was about 10 years old when the first Halo came out. And man, that game sucked me in to the point where I was playing competitively for money for through game battles and stuff all the way through all my teen years. And needless to say, Halo played a huge part in my life, and I'm super stoked about this news. But I'm also cautiously optimistic in regards to what happened in the last few releases that were churned out by the studio. Um, Needless to say, when this news was announced, with how large of a part in my life that this game played, I was incredibly stoked to hear the news. But I'm also very cautiously optimistic regarding it due to the last few releases that were churned out by the studio. Just they didn't hit their mark. They didn't really stick. In the full video, which was released by the Halo YouTube page, they explain where they are going, kind of what their hopes are going forward. And I was able to take away several things from that, and I decided to condense all that and put it into this video with my own thoughts, input, all that stuff. So sit back, relax, and at the end of this video, let me know if you have any thoughts of your own regarding Halo and where it's headed. So I had several takeaways in regards to everything that came from the announcement. And the first off being that 343 Studios is dead and has officially been rebranded as Halo Studios. And I hope this is for the best. I feel like it's definitely a move in the right direction. Um, uh, that all depends on how much of the old studio remains and whether they will have the necessary passion and creativity to bring us something, new that, really feels like we are stepping back into the Halo universe. I have read in several places that the leadership at 343, or now known as Halo Studios, has been swapped out, which I 100% feel is probably for the best. And I'm definitely going to hold on to that as a means for optimism regarding Halo in general going ahead. Uh, in the video, it is stated that they want to give it the Unreal makeover while staying true to what Halo is. And damn, I really hope that is the case, because if they can go back to their roots and really focus on what made Halo such an incredible game, the story, the multiplayer, being able to play with your friends too. I really think, split screen should make a comeback. You can call me old school for that, but I genuinely feel like that would help. As for the trailer itself, all the rendering and everything that we saw is referred to as Project Foundry. As for Project Foundry, which serves more as an Unreal Engine 5 tech demo and a research project, as they call it, that is what is on display in what we were watching in this, in which it previews three biomes that they really wanted to hone in on. The first being a Pacific Northwest area, kind of reminiscent of the Cascade Forest, a lot of, pine trees. Like, it also reminds me, very much OG Halo, when you step off that ship after you crash and you step out. That's definitely the vibe that I got seeing that. It was just that initial memory of when you step out and you look up and you see the ring. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you could probably relate to that. The second setting is the Cold Lands, which anyone who played the original Halo will likely get the Assault on the Control Room vibes from. That snow level that took nearly an hour and a half to complete. And that was just if you're playing on normal. And then last but not least, the Blightlands, which is essentially anything that's been taken over by the flood. And I'm not gonna lie, all these environments look incredible, and I will say they give me some hope for what's to come. And I do feel like graphically they're definitely heading in the right direction. And I think we can all say it's safe to say that the last thing we need as Halo fans is a Craig the Brute moment. If anybody remembers that from Halo Infinite, when they showed the game and then they had to delay it after the online backlash regarding that Brute, I think we can all say it's safe to say that that was not one of the more shining moments in Halo history. The next thing that they talk about is that they really want to emphasize how they want to take all the legacy assets that they have and they want to bring them to life within today's standards. In which, if they hit their mark, I think that if they do that and stick the landing, it would be incredible. Nonetheless, it's a very daunting task, and they have a a big hill to overcome, but I think that's definitely something that is possible. They also discussed that they are beginning to expand the studio, and they're doing this to bring the project to life, which in my opinion is a huge step in the right direction, assuming they hire the right talent. And any sort of new guard for the studio would be a positive shift in the right direction, as long as the talent itself is, good for the project. They are, deeply passionate about Halo. They grew up with it, or it was just a big part of their life. That's my personal opinion. I feel like that is with any kind of IP. You always want to hire people who are truly deeply passionate, who actually love what they're doing. In conclusion, I am beyond excited that they are using a new engine, let alone the Unreal Engine. As we know, that's a top tier product, and it definitely brings us some beautiful games. It'll be a lot better off than the whole slip space debacle that we experienced with Halo Infinite. But nonetheless, my greater concern lies within the actual content of the game. It needs to really, really feel like Halo, and they need to find a way to immerse us into the Halo universe all over again. I think it's possible, but it is absolutely necessary. And with that being said, it is essential that they create a story that actually hooks people, something that Infinite, in my opinion, failed to do. I don't know about all of you guys. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you feel any other kind of way. At the end of the day, they need to focus on bringing us a polished and complete game, unlike what happened with Halo Infinite, especially in regards to multiplayer content at launch. I think, as we all remember, it was kind of lacking. So, nonetheless, I do believe that this is a huge opportunity to redeem Halo, and I am genuinely hoping that they absolutely crush this opportunity and that they bring us the game that we deserve and that we have yearned for years. So, what do y'all think? Is the next generation of Halo going to be the next big thing, or is it going to be another lackluster mess? Please feel free to let me know down below. Thank you all so much again for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe for all my other content. Much love, and I'll catch up to y'all next time.